Welcome back to Night Mine, friends. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. In our very first Clear Lakes 44 analysis video, we'll be digging into the pre-launch activities surrounding the series online in wake of last week's premiere to get everyone up to speed. And we'd better work fast. New broadcasts are being uploaded quicker than we can even watch. The Clear Lakes 44 campaign, known previously as Project 44, kicked off with the Marble Hornets Twitter account after more than 7 months of inactivity. On February 14th of this year, a tweet was posted with a single number, 44. The next action came on February 19th during a livestream by the newest member of the Marble Hornets creative team, Noah. At the end of the stream, Noah reportedly began coughing and the feed suddenly cut, followed by a massive red 44 filling the screen. The words "We can see you" also stood in the upper left corner. Below the phrase was a pixel containing the Japanese character for the number 8, which, split evenly, is 4 plus 4. On February 23rd, Noah announced another livestream, and in the end title screen for his channel, the words "We can see you" continued to display in the upper left corner. On February 26th, the title screen was interrupted by the appearance of flashing red boxes, and on February 28th, 2 days later, the group behind Marble Hornets, THAC, which stands for Troy Has a Camera, Troy being the actor for Jay and co-writer in Marble Hornets, posted a Patreon announcement video. In this video, the new series is teased through distortion containing a shot of what seems to be a timestamp next to the word play that reads 4004, an image of the Clear Lakes 44 logo, a video timecode displaying 425, what appears to be a man in a bright red mask, a blue screen with 44s, and an incredibly bright object on the right of the screen that resembles a face. In March, fans of the series found a new result on search engines, marblehornets.com. At the time, the site had only one link to the cast and crew page, which would result in a user getting the following GIF titled "Error, Error." Shortly after, the site updated with a request for authorized users to contact the administrator using the email address dscott3872@gmail.com. The number 3872 can be reached by multiplying 44 by 88, but that's not all that was discovered. Searches for the name D. Scott yielded information on D. Scott Rogo, a parapsychologist expert with an extensive library of books on paranormal research he authored. D. Scott also lived until the age of 40, when he was murdered in a case that remains unsolved to this day. The email address may be directing us to a false lead, but this is a pretty striking coincidence if that is the case. As more clues about D. Scott turn up, we'll be able to confirm or deny if the parapsychologist is involved somehow. On April 4th, which has the date of 4/4, THAC showed their panel at MTAC 2015 a special behind-the-scenes video that was uploaded 3 days later to their channel. In the video, there are instances of freezing footage, followed by heavy distortion completely breaking the image and introducing a new video. This time, we have a much cleaner shot of the Clear Lakes 44 logo, a black and white scene of Noah, and the words "reliable, dependable, we're always with you." The screen displaying "Brought to you by" appears with a quick frame of the timecode 440 and the official reveal of the website, marblehornets.com, over more heavily distorted footage of Noah. During the website's moment on screen, we spot a flash of the word play and a new timecode that could be anything from 530 to 539, followed by the Channel 44 logo behind marblehornets.com. The video ends with the same clear opening piece of the logo in the bottom right-hand corner. Anyone who then went to the site and contacted the administrator, D. Scott, received a reply that read, "Thank you for your email. I am currently out of the office until day, month, year. I will be happy to respond to you once there are footsteps." Typing in the address marblehornets.com/therearefootsteps brings up a result. A page with a GIF image titled "The Water is Deep" and a code that appears when users hovered over the image. The GIF has 44 brackets above and below it, making a total of 88. The movement of light in certain portions of the GIF suggests this is an aquarium being recorded. In May, the cast and crew page is fixed, revealing biography pieces on Alex, Brian, Sarah, and Tim. Seth and Jay are left out. A link also appears on the homepage for a director sign-in. The username is Alex with a capital A, and the password is Rocky86 in all lowercase letters. If you use these credentials, you can go check out the production blog yourself. At the beginning, the production log had 2 entries, the second of which contains a link to a flyer for Marble Hornets auditions on Friday the 22nd. And of course, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Users who were early to the discovery took the credential information for the Alex area and sent it to D. Scott, who replied back, "Please desist accessing this website as you are not listed as an authorized user. Your information has been forwarded on to, listen, there are footsteps." Later responses have a single line change. "I know where you are." Typing the address marblehornets.com/I know where you are produces an image with a title that starts as a word jumble. Don't do it. There's a person seen in the doorway in the image across the street, and of course the periods above and below the image add up to 44 on their own and 88 added together. Next comes a blog post from Alex in June about his recent trip location scouting for the film. There is a link in the period next to the A in A. Crayley that opens a page with a GIF of a hallway leading to a door at the far end. The page is titled "Do Not Answer" and the image is called Knock, knock, knock. A secret audio file is found in the source code of the page that results in 44 electronic beeps. In July, Alex posts a new blog update with a link to a video on the Marble Hornets YouTube channel titled locationscout.wmv. It contains quite a few images of water and ends on the shore of what appears to be a small lake. The video description reads, "We're always with you." Typing in the address marblehornets.com/we're always with you provides us with a code block on a page titled DYHF?, a shorthand form of the question, "Do you hear footsteps?" Deciphering the code leads to a video on the Marble Hornets channel titled, "Do you hear footsteps?" It begins with the Clear Lakes 44 logo amid heavy distortion, followed by a woman stating, "We interrupt this broadcast for a missing person alert, reported missing at 8:36 a.m. The subject is described to have dark brown hair, is between 5 and 6 feet tall, is of average build, and was last seen in the area wearing a gray plaid shirt and blue jeans. No possible abduction has been identified." The audio ends with 4 sharp beeps similar to a busy signal. In the video, there are frames displaying an obscured lone figure and, at the end, a heavily distorted image of something moving. It's very difficult to discern what this is, and there are only 6 frames to work with. On August 1st, Alex's production blog updates again. Alex talks about his screen test with Brian and provides a link to the private video, Brian Test. The video isn't of Brian or anyone at all. It's a message in the form of what seem to be lyrics warning viewers to listen for quiet footsteps in the house while they're alone. In the description is a code in 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking the first letter from each line, users discover the page marblehornets.com/LWTT. On this page are 3 lines of text. Selected archive images, offline, and please contact admin. There's nothing to be found in the source code, so users now assume the next step is to contact D. Scott again about this. Emails have been sent, but so far, there have been no replies. On August 3rd, the Marble Hornets Twitter account posted a new tweet. "Are you awake?" The same day, Clear Lakes 44 was announced officially on the Marble Hornets channel with a name change and the release of broadcast number 1. Since then, more broadcasts have been released and they do reveal a few things. The gazebo from Season 1 of Marble Hornets can be spotted in broadcast number 2, a clear tie-down from the first series to the new one. Noah Scammon, the new member of THAC, whose live streams were interrupted, appears to be playing what may be a full role in the series. A good amount of footage we're seeing seems to be coming from surveillance cameras in several locations. The man in the parking lot during broadcast number 1 appears to be on the opposite side of the street in the image titled "Don't Do It" from the I Know Where You Are page on marblehornets.com. And finally, we're getting quite a bit of bird imagery in these broadcasts. Bird cages before the gazebo, birds on a field, and lastly, Noah's character is watching footage of a bird hunting for bugs in a tree. As much as I'd like to offer more insight into what's happening right now, we don't have nearly enough puzzle pieces or information yet to begin really theorizing about anything. We don't know yet what exactly is going on with the website, and the code that hovers over the water image on the marblehornets.com/therearefootsteps page hasn't been solved yet, possibly because the cipher still needs to be found. I do suspect a good amount of images from the buildings we've seen in broadcasts suggest they're connected at the same location, but until we have legitimate evidence of that, it can't be said for sure. We have just begun the series, and it's clear from the website that this phase is meant to establish the connection between Marble Hornets and Clear Lakes 44 while setting up the playing field. This is groundwork being laid out, everyone, and while the foundation being poured suggests the shape of things to come, we're not nearly far along enough to make truly educated guesses. Don't be upset, though. This just means compared to how excited you are right now about the unfolding series, the team behind Clear Lakes 44 haven't even started to give you things to feel really good about. We're in for a very cool, very surprising ride from original creators who now have a budget and a stronger team than ever standing with them, and it means only great things are about to happen. Naturally, we'll continue to keep pace with Clear Lakes 44 while it develops. As significant portions of the story play out, we'll be there to cover it, but just know that this means it may take 2, 3, 4, or even a few more videos from Clear Lakes before we come back for an update and discussion. It's much better to review the full chapter of a novel with your peers than to stop and share after every page. Meanwhile, rest assured there's a whole lot of content coming your way on a range of topics. If it's dark, mysterious, creepy, or just intriguing with the right touch of unsettling dread, Nightmind is there to cover it. Everyman Hybrid is our next big series, followed by Tribe 12 shortly after. And in regards to anything unrelated to Slenderman, I'll be dropping a very special double feature soon I'm sure you'll enjoy. I'd also like to mention that the D. Scott clue reminds me a lot of something I was investigating very heavily just around this time last year, and I know it deserves its own video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any requests for Nightmind topics. I've already read a lot of awesome suggestions, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Tell me your wishes, everyone. If you want to see a video on something that keeps your Nightmind thriving, pass the word along and I'll start digging in. Be sure to like this video if I've helped you catch up on our pre-series game for Clear Lakes 44 and subscribe to join your fellow creatures of the night. Our community is growing at an astonishing rate, and I feel absolutely amazed and extremely grateful for all the support you've shown. This has been the most pleasant surprise I've ever been given, and my excitement to upload new videos and deliver top quality content has increased immensely. As always, thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. I'm Nick Nocturne, and just like Clear Lake's mysterious broadcaster, I'll be seeing you again real soon. Sleep tight.
We enter broadcast for a missing person alert. Was reported missing at 8:36 a.m. Years old, has dark brown hair, eyes, is approximately 5 and is of average build. Last seen in the area wearing a gray plaid shirt and blue jeans. No possible abductor has been identified. If you have any information, please contact your nearest police department or call 1-800.
The investigation going now?
It's still been like 5-6 months and still nothing. But
It's strange you still say 5-6 months. I think it's been longer, hasn't it?
I don't know. I guess I'm not keeping track of the time much.
Yeah. I'm not trying to pry. I'm just checking in. Have you tried what I suggested last time? The bird watching?
Yeah. I've been reading some of the literature that you suggested. Been watching them from the window, seeing different ones I like, and sometimes I draw the ones that I find interesting.
Draw?
Yeah.
Can you draw one now?
Like right now?
I'd like to see. Might relax you a bit.
All right.
You seem very stressed.
It doesn't take 5 seconds to do something like that. It takes a long time to work on that. And yeah, I'm stressed.
It wasn't real. Remember that.
It felt real. You can't...
Our brains are very good at making it seem that way. But based on everything you told me, what you had was just a brief hallucination. It was probably brought on by lack of sleep or any number of benign things. You might have been even sleepwalking.
Look, this isn't the first time this happened. I go into a room, and my leg felt better. Fixed. I walk into a room in my house. I can't see anything. I walk into a completely different place. I'm no longer in my house. Do you understand? I could see a giant blinding light hit me in the face, and then I wake up somewhere else. And while I'm there, I can hear voices trying to reach out to me.
What do they sound like?
It's like a person talking, just saying things.
Who do you think it was? Might it have been...
No.
Are you sure? Because it seems reasonable.
Look, she's not here.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write you a prescription for a mild sleeping pill. Nothing too strong. Just something to help you get a little better sleep.
Can you have it delivered here?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Because, I can't leave.
Yeah, I understand. said I was going to help you, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just a phone call away.
I have your number. I'll give you a call.
What is wrong with you?
Things have been crazy over here lately, so I'm sorry I haven't called until now. Listen, I got a new job offer that I've been thinking about taking. It's a desk job at a TV station, nothing too exciting. Not quite as cool as what you did, anyway. The station is actually pretty close to where you are now, so I could come visit some if I take the job. Of course, it means I'll have to pack up here and move, and that'll be a nightmare, I'm sure. I'll let you know when I decide, though. They gave me a week or two to think about it. Anyway, like I said, I was just calling to check in. I've been hoping that you might have gotten some news from the investigators. I know they've got to find something out soon. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but don't give up hope on this. I know it seems like it's been going on forever, just hang in there, you know? Okay, I guess I should get going. Call me back as soon as you can, alright? Alright, bye.
Yes, at long last, I have an update for everyone on Clear Lakes 44. We've got 13 uploads to talk about now, and digging in for some discussion is long overdue. But first, a major thanks to everyone who's joined me on my new favorite social media platform, Horror Amino. Your support for the application extension of Nightmine has been phenomenal, and I love how many of you are exploring and finding new things you enjoy. From the suggestion topic to the new channel aspect poll, you guys have absolutely delivered on my request for feedback, and it's been great having the community with me. Your votes, recommendations, and requests have received very strong focus, and I'm already making plans to create new material according to your feedback. Stick around to the end of this update for our latest community gathering on Horror Amino. I'd like to hear your thoughts on what we cover here tonight. So, let's start by just going ahead and saying it outright. Clear Lakes 44 is not what we thought it was going to be. It really, seriously, is not what we were expecting from the guys who made Marble Hornets. Over the course of the videos currently available, it's become extremely clear that CL44 and Marble Hornets are entirely different experiences. The tone is different, the setup is different, the pacing is different, the style is very different. Every way you look at it, Clear Lakes 44 is a far departure from Marble Hornets, and we need to examine it with a very new mindset. We can't compare this to its predecessor series. They're two entirely different products like coffee and tea. Just how different is Clear Lakes 44? Well, any ride-along effect with the main character is gone. We have someone being played by Noah, a member of the creative team dubbed Birdwatcher in video titles. In Marble Hornets, we started with Jay immediately as a ride-along character, but Clear Lakes has shaken up the formula. We didn't really start with Birdwatcher as a main character type of figure, and little is known about him. We don't know his real name yet, we don't know what he does or where he lives, we don't know how old he is. We do know he's experiencing issues that require a cane and a doctor on call, and involve an apparent aversion to going outside.
That's fine, I just need you to come over. I can't come to you. No, I need you to come here. I am not ready at all.
The issues facing this character don't seem to be just a need for his cane, however. Sometimes the problems coming up leave him without the need for any help walking.
It wasn't real. Remember that.
It felt real. You can't...
Our brains are very good at making it seem that way. But based on everything you told me, what you had was just a brief hallucination. It was probably brought on by lack of sleep or any number of benign things. You might have been even sleepwalking.
Look, this isn't the first time this happened. I go into a room, and my leg felt better. Fixed. I walk into a room in my house. I can't see anything. I walk into a completely different place. I'm no longer in my house. Do you understand? I could see a giant blinding light hit me in the face, and then I wake up somewhere else. And while I'm there, I can hear voices trying to reach out to me.
What do they sound like?
We can confirm Birdwatcher's story later when he exits his house. Or does he? The look of the ground appears to be of the same carpeting in his room we've already witnessed. He releases his cane and begins stepping backward, followed by a bright light shining in his face. He also appears to be overcome by something that shows up as distortion on his hands and then the floor. This, of course, comes after Birdwatcher calls his doctor, an event preceded by waking up in his chair after being attacked by this. And of course, this attack involved Birdwatcher being lured to the door by someone knocking that he either tried to ignore or couldn't see. We may have been warned about this on the Marble Hornets website from the page titled, "Do Not Answer," which shows a door at the end of a hall. When saving this image, you can see the predetermined title is Knock Knock Knock. Our friend Birdwatcher has more issues than just a limp leg that heals itself during episodes of apparent teleportation. His doctor brings up the main issue immediately during his house call.
Investigation going now.
It's still been like 5-6 months and still nothing. But
It's strange you still say 5-6 months. I think it's been longer, hasn't it?
I don't know, I guess I'm not keeping track of the time much.
Yeah. I'm not trying to pry. I'm just checking in.
There's an active investigation going on, and in response to Birdwatcher telling his doctor he hears voices when faced with the blinding light, the doctor digs up more clues for us.
It's like a person talking, just saying things.
Who do you think it was? Might it have been...
No.
Are you sure? Because it seems reasonable.
Look, she's not here.
She's not here. Perhaps Birdwatcher is waiting on news from an investigation concerning a missing woman? We hear more about this open case later on during Broadcast 13, a voicemail recording.
I've been hoping that you might have gotten some news from the investigators. I know they've got to find something out soon. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but don't give up hope on this. I know it seems like this has been going on forever, just hang in there, you know?
This woman seems close to Birdwatcher, but doesn't seem to be missing. She also might come into the picture later, considering she's been offered a job at a local TV station. This is assuming, of course, that the message was left for Birdwatcher, which, beyond our apparent focus on him as a central character now, and the mention of an investigation, we can't really lock in as a fact. So, on top of experiencing sudden bouts of teleportation, blinding lights, and healing limbs, Birdwatcher is dealing with what sounds like a missing person investigation and being attacked in his own home by monsters. Not just once, but twice, when he's attacked by a friend with television static for a face dubbed Walker by video titles. Pay close attention to the attacker's difficulty in whatever it is they're trying to do. They go at Birdwatcher twice, and each time seem immediately repelled with our vision impaired by camera distortion. This kind of attacking behavior occurs in the home that Walker breaks into earlier when he jumps the man who lives there. We receive a whole lot of distortion followed by an image of what looks like a face. After this event, the man who lives here is gone, and only Walker is left up to get up and leave the house. It's as if contact with the man made him disappear, or he was absorbed by the hooded individual. Whatever this thing is, it has a very dangerous touch. Walker isn't friendly, and underneath all that static, he apparently has teeth strong enough to tear up a metal can. This isn't the only oddity we have to deal with either. We've seen the black vortex that attacked Birdwatcher and the static-faced being, but there's one more character left who introduces themselves during broadcast number 11. A masked man with a very threatening tone asking us if we enjoy watching people suffer. They want to know if we want to see more, and we're told we are being watched closely before an image fades in of another face. Perhaps the mask again, perhaps a person with glasses instead. The ending is where we really get something spectacular. A distorted row of letters which, rearranged, spell out an old phrase you'll all remember. Regards, the sign-off message of To the Ark from Marble Hornets. Now, this mask may look like Tim's from the old series, but it's lacking the black painted portions characteristic of Masky, and Tim has done his best to stay away from that identity. We even see him earlier in a broadcast selling what many assume to be leftover Marble Hornets materials in his possession. Hoodie is dead, so there's no chance it's him unless a surprise revival is in the works, and that leaves us with the option determined from our previous analysis efforts. The third member of To the Ark who became involved in Clear Lakes after hijacking the Marble Hornets website. If you guys have been missing your To the Ark angle from this series, congratulations. This isn't actually the first time we've seen this character though. Their mask shows up in broadcast number 10 just as Birdwatcher goes to sleep after taking his pills. This is the first frame beginning the distortion pattern leading to Walker's attack. You can observe the two eyes and the bridge of the nose between them. We can then see the mask hover in the center of the screen for a few frames after before fading to leave the spot of blinding white light behind it. This also appears to be our friend hijacking the Twitter account for the series previously belonging to Jay of Marble Hornets. On the day broadcast number 11 was uploaded, 2 tweets were posted. Special announcement, and did you think I was gone? Unless there's a major twist coming, this is as good a confession on To the Ark's behalf as we're going to get that he's back in the game. It's just after this that Birdwatcher is woken up by his TV, which displays a message in the static. Are you awake? Another message from the Twitter account a while back. Upon contact with the screen, Birdwatcher's vision is interrupted by hits of static similar to Walker's from earlier. He falls, and before long, Walker appears, looming over him. Whether or not he finally got what he came for while Birdwatcher was incapacitated remains to be seen. The idea of Birdwatcher's vision being interrupted, just like Walker's earlier, brings up a really interesting aspect of the series. For once, we have no idea what the camera actually is, and unlike a TV show, the camera appears to both have sentience and physical reality. The camera moves like a living person at several points, it manages to take over the viewpoint of both Birdwatcher and Walker, and it also seems to operate on its own, unseen, teleporting between locations. While in the room with Birdwatcher and his doctor, it remains unseen, and the same goes for the man from the house Walker broke into. This camera doesn't appear to just operate as an artistic tool unseen by characters in a fictional recording, though. If that were the case, why would Birdwatcher experience hits of static as well as Walker? And how could Walker's face produce a censorship effect on the camera? The biggest mystery so far may actually be what this camera really is and how it's capable of getting behind the eyes of characters. It's still too early to call anything for certain or make a list of facts beyond just a few items. The mystery element with Clear Lakes 44 is strong. I can tell this one is going to be a challenge. It's a very risky approach to use a slow burn plot development approach like this, but the amount of shocking events and oddities we're being presented do produce intrigue. I'm sorry to say that there's still not much to go on right now. Thak seems to be channeling To the Ark's influence as the main style and direction this time, and that means the difficulty level in piercing the story has been raised. What we seem to know for sure is that Birdwatcher has a leg injury, has been experiencing paranormal events in his home, has a mental preoccupation with what seems like a missing person investigation, and is being haunted and attacked by mystery beings. This is all being broadcast to us by a masked person who very much appears to be the third member of To the Ark, or they're at least posing as if they are. We don't know what the static-faced character of Walker is, we don't know for sure what it does to people, and we have even less knowledge about this black vortex monster in Birdwatcher's home. We don't know what they are, why they are, and what they want with Birdwatcher, and there's not a single thing we've seen to tell us what Tim had in those boxes he gave away during broadcast number 4. As far as the website for Marble Hornets goes, the archives were finally unlocked with a password for 6586, a number sequence corresponding to the syllables per line in the song from the hidden video, Brian Test. What were the images? 4 pictures of the person from broadcast number 1 standing in the parking lot at night. It could be the same parking lot where Tim gave away the boxes, but it may just look similar. Let's get a discussion going about this, guys. What do you think of Clear Lakes 44 so far? Even with as little as we have right now, what do you believe is going on? I've got a new topic open on Horror Mino where we can get together and talk about it in depth. You guys have already shown what an awesome experience it is to come together on the app, and I can think of no better place to do so. After adding your input, you might want to take a look around at the categories and forum system. It seems Horror Mino did an excellent job of expecting us and planning ahead. If you head into the forums, you can find a link at the bottom specifically for viral horror. And the categories link involves a website area where a discussion is already taking place about a Slender series with a very familiar icon. Lately, I've been enjoying the sight of more traditional artwork coming in, and news about horror experiences coming to virtual reality have got me extremely excited. Seems like the perfect time to be rolling out the new Dark Arcade aspect of the Nightmind channel. Signing up and joining your fellow creatures of the night is easy. Just look for the app on iOS if you have an iPhone, or search in the Google Play Store on Android for Horror Mino. I've also placed the proper links in the video description below for you. Horror Mino is free to download, free to join, easy to navigate, and full of material. Search for me at Nightmind0 after selecting the Users tab in the search feature and join the community for a discussion on Clear Lakes 44 now. How do you feel about the series? Come by and let me know. I think that about covers it for what's available in our current update. Clear Lakes 44 may be a slow burn, but this isn't Marble Hornets. We've got to give the creators their due time with this one. I still see a lot of potential in this series, and a bit of patience on our end may be all that Troy and Noah are asking for. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. Once more, I'm Nick Nocturne, and like the invisible man knocking at your door, I'll be back again real soon. Sleep tight.